hands down, best time of the year. Dana White's Contender Series is back every Tuesday night for 10 weeks straight. We get to watch at least 10 fighters go in the cage and fight for a UFC contract. And I'm excited about this one. It's the first week. Obviously, we're back. And we got a decent lineup. Of cards. Excuse me, I gotta talk. I'm gonna do this a little bit. We're gonna bring the camera down because I gotta talk decently quiet right now. The kid's sleeping in our room, so this is the volume we're gonna get me at. So if you see me leaning in, it's because I'm getting close to the mic. Enough of that. We got a pretty good Dana White's Contender Series card for us here tomorrow night. This is Monday night. I'm recording it. Shout out to my brother for making this all happen and look pretty. I wouldn't be able to do it without him, so thank you, McLean. And nonetheless, we are gonna get right into it. But we got 5 fights at the Meta Apex, and headlining is Wint and Adams heavyweight. You should know that by now. We're gonna start off with the first fight of the night, and we got Joe Cropshot, who's 8-3 as a professional, going up against, I can't believe it's John Kunneman, John AK-47 Kunneman. And I'm gonna be straight up frank with you right away. 1,500 votes, 87% for Kunneman. I think Kunneman is not that good, and he loses. Okay? I just don't think he's that good, guys. And if he does beat Joe Cropshot, that's fine. He gets into the UFC, and then I fade him. That's what's gonna happen with me and Joe Kunneman. Excuse me. He doesn't do anything for me, guys. He's been fighting old, greased, withered veterans. Like, he doesn't do nothing for me. So, look at the competitions he's fighting. 0-1, 6-6, 2-1, 8-2. Like, Joe Cropshot is by far the best guy that he's ever fought. And it's going to be a good fight. I think Joe Kunneman goes for takedowns often and early. Does he get them? I don't think he does. And Joe Cropshot has very good submission attacks off his back. And if he gets on your back, he sinks them in really good. He's 6'3". He looks much bigger than Kunneman. And the odds on this fight are just not it, guys. They're just not it. They shouldn't be this wide. It's going to be a good fight, though. Kunneman's obviously undefeated, but his competition's been bad. Yeah, Cropshot lost to Cody Brundage years ago. I'm not saying Joe Cropshot's amazing, but if I'm going to bet him, I'm just going to bet him by submission. I think if he wins this fight, he could submit him in the first round. Joe could, but he's going to have to withstand the onslaught that Kunneman's going to bring him in the first round. And if he gets out of the first round and drags his fight into the second and third, I think he's just more of a dog, and he finds those submissions. Look what he did against that undefeated, I'm going to butcher his last name, but the 7-0 Russian kid, LFA champion, and Cropshot beat him. So give me Joe Cropshot. I think he's just bigger. He's better. He's more of a dog. He's a little more proven. He's fought better guys. So, I don't know if I'm gonna bet him really in any parlay tomorrow, but I might just take a stab on his submission shot because, the value on this fight, man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think John Kunneman's that good. So, give me Joe Cropshot by submission. Now this fight I'm really excited about. One of my favorite fights on the card. We got Ananias Mulumba taking on Tom Pagliariolo, and this one's gonna be exciting, boys. As you know, we've already seen Mulumba on the Dana White Contender Series once. He fought Marwan Rahiki, and it was one of the best fights on the Contender Series. Like, these guys just went in there and swung dicks. they did not shy away from swinging at each other. Malumba dropped Rahiki several times, and most refs probably would have stopped that fight. But he is back, and he's coming off a fantastic win. 4 months ago, he knocked out Ahmed Faris, who was 23-7. That guy fought terrible competition too, by the way, but he was 23-7. Like, he has a lot of fights. Malumba goes out there and knocks him out cold in the first round, face plants him to the canvas. And for your boy Peglarui, Tommy Peggy, he hasn't fought amazing competition either, as you can tell. Like 2-9, 15-7. Don Shane is former UFC guy, 6-11, 9-6. Like, it's nothing pretty, guys. It's nothing pretty. I just think in this fight it's gonna come down to size. Like, Malumba's a beast, don't get me wrong, but he's 5'5". Really short guy, and I think Tommy Pagliarulo is gonna come in with those knees. I think this fight really comes down to the knees. If Tom puts the knees up there right up the middle, or he can do a 1-2 with that straight right down the pipe. I've seen Marwan Rahiki hit Malumba with that a lot, and I just think I don't know, this fight is probably the toughest fight on the card, to be honest with you, predicting. But I'm going to go with Tommy. I never usually go with someone that gets a second shot at the Dana White's Contender Series. As I say that, Bo Nickel had a second shot. Kind of crazy, but Malumba's a good fighter, and he's got a lot of power. I think he has a little more power than Tom Pagliarulo, and he's probably fought better guys than him. For sure has Marwan Rahiki and Ahmed Faris. Like, this might look really dumb on my part. Like, I could look really dumb. Malumba could go out there and spark him in the first round, but give me Pagliarulo to win this fight. I just think he's longer, bigger, and very fast hands. And we don't need to stick around for this one much. Bilal Hassan versus Mardul Sakiki. Bilal Hassan is a minus 2,000 favorite. Oh, minus 3,300 favorite right now. That's all I gotta say. He's gonna smoke him. He's gonna get a UFC contract. It's gonna be fun to watch. Give me Hassan. Moving on to one of my other favorites. So it's Tommy Peggy versus Ananis Malumba is one of my favorites, but this one's probably my favorite. We got Abe El-Sagir taking on Fabricio Escarrega, and give me Fabrizio. I think, he's undefeated. He hurt his arm in that fight. Other than that, he's undefeated, and I just think he's more aggressive. I think he's more of a fighter. Talk about a fraudulent record. Abe El-Sagir, the killer, has had one of the most fraudulent records in the UFC, or not in the UFC, on Dana White's Contender Series. This dude's fighting 40-year-old bums. Like, Drew Fickett is, I think, 55 years old. Like, and he embarrassing, dude. This guy's fighting dog shit competition, 15-32, 7-7. Like, I just think this dude's kind of a fraud, and I think he's gonna get checked. He's the shorter guy. There's a lot of hype coming in on El-Sagir, but give me Escarraga based on violence, the will to win, and I think he has better boxing. Abe El-Sagir probably has better cardio. So if Fabrizio doesn't get him out there in the first or second round, we can get worried. But I'm pretty confident on Fabrizio. I really just think he's a better fighter. He wants him more. And I think Abe El-Sagir's boxing is just atrocious. He's been put on his butt more than once, but he swings super big overhands, and he misses, and it leaves him vulnerable to get punched right down the pipe, knocked out. I think that's what Fabrizio's gonna do. He's gonna counter this guy while moving forward. I know it sounds weird, but I think he's going to counter. I'm going to put him away. And then for the main event, we got Matt Adams versus Anthony Bowdown Wint. Bro, what are we doing here, right? Like, this dude is Wint is a bad man. He's quick. He's a really quick heavyweight. He's fast on his feet. Give me Anthony Wint, guys. I don't think Matt Adams has a chance. Give me Anthony Wint by knockout. I don't need to spend much time on it. Yeah, 1,500 picks. 98% is going with Wint. That's all I gotta say. Hassan and Wint are a lock today. So that's it. Thank you for watching, boys. Thanks for tuning in. And we will see you very soon for UFC 330 breakdown. If you like the video, if you're still here, please give me a like, a subscribe, leave a comment. All that stuff helps a lot to get my podcast back out there. We were on a roll, so I appreciate it. I'll be breaking down every Dana White's Contender series, so thank you very much. See you later.